Hello, everyone. Good morning. Who do we have here? Oh, it's me, Little Matthew. And who's in the chat? Oh, so many friends already. Wonderful to see you all. We've got Pika23. Yes, we will do some visiting of the island. I'll set up a dodo code so people can come visit if they want. Simon is here. Hello. Mackenzie says hello to our bird boy. Oh, I'm watching. Oh, Freddie Mercury's watching What's Eating Gilbert Grape. It's been a long time since I've seen that, but wait. Yes. I'm always confusing that one with World According to Garp. What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Yeah. Actually, I don't think I've seen that. I don't think I've seen that one. Good morning to Lizzie Winchester, and hello to Moonbook, and hello to Lifo2AB, and Simon says, I love the movie What's Eating Gilbert Grape? Watching makes me happy, but sad when the end comes because it's a sad ending. Oh. I am still hearing the classical music, so I need to turn that down a little bit. There we go. Pika was trying to catch a cherry blossom with a slingshot. That's not going to work. Woby Draggled says, be prepared for eggs. We are all Edith Massey right now with a world full of eggs. So many eggs, says Pika. Yeah. Hello to Flea Sills. How are you? I'm wearing the lovely gloves that you made. Thank you for those. Tangential Tangine, not Tangerine, Tangine says, first time I can actually join a live chat of yours. Well, I'm glad that you made it. Yay. Here you are. We're going to be having a nice, relaxing stroll around the island. Just what we need. Let your worries melt away. Yes. Relaxing. With some tea. I hope we've all got our tea ready. I've got mine right here. James has also made me some oatmeal, so I'm going to be snacking on some oatmeal as we go from this little ramekin. And Dirty Uncle Owen made it to a live stream on time. Congratulations. Taman Willis is here, and Tomer is here. Gregory Highfill is good morning or afternoon in Florida. And Taman says it's 7 for you. Oh, we're international. Yeah, because Florida is its own country. No, but Taman, you're in the UK? Did you mean the UK, maybe? Evil Monkey says hello. Starleaf says good morning. Oh no, Mackenzie, my sister smoked all the pot. We can't get any more. That should be an essential business. That should count. And Woby Draggle says, first streamer to say the name right first try. Oh, well, I am very talented. Apathy's here, and good morning. Neji says, were you wearing headphones? Yeah, I've got little earbuds in. I think I always just have these little earbuds for these. Oh, you've got Earl Grey, Mackenzie? That sounds perfect. Anna's here from Argentina. Oh, and Simon's about to make some tea. Wonderful. Well, let us dive into the island and spend some time just kind of walking around and keeping each other company and having a nice, relaxing morning or afternoon or evening or whatever. And Danny saying hello from the country of Florida. Somebody was tweeting, I can't remember who this was, tweeted something like, the U.S. right now is the Florida of the world. I think that kind of makes sense. Isabel says, good morning. Yeah, Charles Ritz says, doing a show live from your house, way ahead of your time. It's true. I saw the future. Is that true? There's a horror movie called Ramekin about a ramekin? That can't be. Really? Felice is crocheting a skirt for your birthday on the 12th. Not that you'll be able to have any friends come over. Well, you'll be able to have like a virtual thing. No news today. That seems fine. There's a concert on TV. It's still stuck in your head. Oh, that's nice. Okay, well, nice, relaxing, no news day. Damon is a British boy. Wonderful. Yeah, I do feel... So you might notice there's a lot of debris littered around the island, and a vacuum cleaner. And another change here, no house for James. James has decided that he's done all of the Animal Crossing he wants to do, and so he's moving on to other games. And so he left me all of his stuff. He deleted his save and before doing so distributed all his stuff all over the island. So we've got lots of stuff to pick up. Oh, and there's bugs leaping around everywhere. Can I catch that grasshopper? Let's see. Let's see if I can get him. Let's see if I can... It's never going to happen. He's always going to be ahead of me. Did he jump into the ocean? He's going to disappear into the waves. Oh my god. He's going to be sneaking around the island all afternoon trying to catch this thing. Are you kidding? That landed right on top of him. Neji says there's a horror movie called The Wheel about a wheel. Oh, those are very on the nose. Is there a movie called The Nose that's about a giant nose? Good to see you and James are still hoarders, says Mackenzie. Fleecil says, so nice of James to do that. Well, yes. Yes. It's nice of him to leave me all this stuff, but it is kind of a, I don't know, a little, feels a little melancholy. Just here with all these, like, remembrances of times past. Remember that time that he got the hardwood? Remember that time he picked these white mums? Remember the time he got this rug that looks like leopard print flooring? Memories. Hello, butterfly, you're mine. Oh, Finn Swan catches... oh, jeez, the poor grasshoppers catch them for your cat. Mackenzie said, I saw your Priscilla Queen of the Desert video. It's pretty epic. You're the best. Thank you. I'm so glad that you liked it. Oh, look at Sparkle running around. And if you have not all seen, I just posted a video about Priscilla Queen of the Desert. Oh, I hear a balloon. Is it going to be an egg balloon? Of course it is. Yeah, just egg overload this month in Animal Crossing. I wonder if there'll be a time that we look back on this and we're like, I miss all those eggs, but a lot of eggs right now. Anyway, just did a video about Priscilla Queen of the Desert. That's live on YouTube right now. Patrons get early access with no YouTube ads. And it's all about how Priscilla had a really surprising impact on the country when it came out. Oh, you know what? I was going to open the gate so friends could come over. Do that. Yes? I'll get around to that. Oh, they could just take it. Oh my goodness. Well, that's going to take... That might take some time, but let's see. Let's get to work then. Oh, there's 2 money trees. I thought there would only be 1 a day. We'll put everything away in storage, and then we'll have people come over, and we can all bounce around on the island. Nice little island bounce. Yeah, my pockets are full. Oops. What was I saying? Yeah, so the Priscilla video is all about the surprising impact that that movie had on the country. In Priscilla, Queen of the Desert. First of all, I'm just curious how many people... Whoops. I'm trying to pick stuff up. Drop it. Curious how many people have seen Priscilla. I was actually kind of surprised in the comments by how many people were like, oh, I've never actually seen this. Which, you know, I guess makes sense. It's kind of an older movie now, 94. But still, you know, it's one of those kind of classics that everyone's like, oh, you gotta see this one. Put in storage. Very slowly, put everything in storage, one by one. Oops. Or just drop it on the floor. How about that? Drop. No, don't drop the item. Put it in storage. So nice if this game gave you a way to do this for a bunch of things at a time. Thank you for the tip, Bumble Homestead, and the rainbow. Lovely. Oh, I can't put trees in storage, apparently. or plants. Huh. Fleeces. Wait. What are you doing for Easter? Oh, yes, for Easter. Do you mean like James put everything on the ground for Easter? James Polk says, "I'm here. Glad to see everyone. Glad to see you too, James Polk." It's starting to sound like Stephen Molyneux was talking about them eggs. I know this is a game that does not conceal its Easter eggs. Mackenzie likes Terrence Stamp. Frickin' epic. David Abercrombie says, "Love the Priscilla video." Wonderful. Oh, yes. Fleecil says, "Are the eggs because of Easter?" Yes. The eggs are... I see what you mean. The eggs are because Easter's coming up. But storage is full. Okay, well, I guess in that case, that really say storage is full? Okay, well, then we are going to start just creating a big pile of stuff in the house, I guess. I wonder if it's going to tell me that I can't fit any more stuff in my house. Place item. I have not run into that dilemma before. Place item. My storage being all filled up. Oh, I don't want to create a wall that's going to prevent me from leaving. Sure, hang on wall. Why not? Pants on the wall. Totally normal way to display stuff. Paul rented it when it was new. I'm trying to remember how I saw it for the first time. Oh, I saw it on VH1. VH1. Oops. Okay, sure. Yeah. VH1 aired it with little intermission commercial break messages from RuPaul. And that not only introduced me to RuPaul, but it also introduced me to Priscilla at the same time. So it's like, oh, what is this drag queen thing? I mean, I kind of knew about drag queens already, kind of, but I think this was the first time I really saw them doing the thing and like having lives. Anyway, so when the movie came out in Australia, this is what my video is all about. Can I fit a lighthouse in here? Yes, I can. When the movie came out in Australia, oh, I can't put that in storage. Oh, wait, I guess I can. Oh, so some things I can put in storage still. Weird. How it just like flies over to the wall like that. Sure. Completely normal thing to hang on the wall. I mean, I guess I've got a lighthouse in my house now. It's a completely normal thing to just have in your home. Good morning to Uncle Deadly. Anna says the Priscilla video was awesome. I love that movie. Thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Yeah, so like a big part of the movie is, no spoilers here, but the characters driving around the outback in a big pink bus. Lavender, as one of them says. Pardon me while I eat some oatmeal. Going to these towns in the outback with their drag show. So that was a big part of the movie. And then when it came out, a lot of real-life drag queens started actually doing that because the movie was a big hit in Australia. So a lot of drag queens were like, oh, I'm going to have a Priscilla show, and we'll take our Priscilla show to the outback. I believe he yelled at me for having full storage. What is the point of the game if not hoarding things? So when they drove around the outback, sometimes they would go to the same sorts of little isolated, lonely, or just conservative towns that the characters in the movie visited. And did their shows, did drag shows there, and that really changed over time the climate of how those towns regarded queer people and drag. It was pretty remarkable that the movie kind of had a real life impact that was not so dissimilar from what it depicted in the film. I'm curious if I can put materials in storage. Okay, I can put materials in storage. But not that kind of material. Do I have a limit on the kind of material that I can put away? Okay, so I can I can complete partially completed stacks, but I can't put anything new in storage. Okay. And some things I can't drop at all in my house, it looks. Yeah. Oh, wait, no, drop item. There it is. Drop item. Just have a wasp's nest just sitting in my house. A boot. Why not? Just a boot sitting there on the floor. Oops. Nope. Drop item. And place the tire stack just in my house. Sure. Oh, I can't walk around the book? Oh, wait, lighthouse. Yep. There's a lighthouse around. Great. Yes. Yes.
Down on the D-pad.
Mm-hmm.
Press X.
Oh,
You
okay.
can just
Place multiple things. Oh, well, this makes it much easier.
Also place things on the wall if they can go on the wall.
Okay, well, this makes it a little faster. Whew. Hugh says, I haven't heard of it till now. I enjoyed the video thoroughly. Warmed my heart a bit seeing a small town embrace drag and the community. Isn't it lovely? It's such a nice moment in the film when clothesline. Sure. Great. Such a nice moment in the film. They like travel these little towns and they're like, ooh, I don't know if people like us here. And sometimes they don't. But then in real life, again, I'm going to try to do no spoilers. In real life, when the characters go to these characters, in real life, when drag queens went to these little isolated Australian outback towns, they got a really lovely, warm embrace. So I talk about that a little bit in my video. Yes, Matthew Roberts, thank you. I put stuff down in the design review. James just pointed that out to me as well. This does make things a little bit faster. It's just a lot of different button press skills that I have not used before. Vince wants, I love how you can display things. Yeah, I just displaying them very strangely at the moment. Oh, Apathy says, I'm mistaking Tu Wong Fu for Priscilla. Not sure if I've seen Priscilla, so seems I would remember. They are easy to confuse. It's weird that they both came out so close together. I read a book by one of the producers of Priscilla where he said that they were concerned that their movies would be real similar, but then they looked, somehow they got a copy of the script or something, and they looked at like what Tu Wong Fu is going to be, and they were like, oh no, this is completely different. We don't have anything to be worried about. Which, when I read that, I was like, really? Because they really seem similar. I don't know why they were like, oh no, they're using different kind of music for their lip syncs, so it's totally different. I mean, it seems pretty similar. It's an episode of the Drew Carey Show where they said Priscilla was the new Rocky Horror and I went to see in costume. Oh, I should have mentioned that. I don't know if there was... Yeah, I guess I could have mentioned that in the video. I should have brought that up. I forgot about that one. Which was also super weird. I don't know if you all remember on the Drew Carey Show, they had a Priscilla tribute that was really strange. They had this episode that, as I recall, they're trying to drive from Cleveland to New York and they get stopped in traffic. And most of the episode is just them in a traffic jam. And it's kind of like the Chinese restaurant of Seinfeld, where the whole thing takes place with the characters stuck in one place doing nothing. In this case, stuck in traffic. I don't know how much more I'm going to be able to fit in my house. And then at the end of that episode, they're just like, well, that was a bust. Anyway, let's go see Rocky Horror. Okay, sure. And they're like, they go to the movie theater to see Rocky Horror, but Rocky Horror isn't playing. Instead, Priscilla Queen of the Desert is playing. And they have a dance-off with people who came to see Priscilla Queen of the Desert. And it's like, oh, what? Why did this happen? It's just so strange. It's like out of nowhere they have this little dance off that has nothing to do with the rest of the episode. All right, I guess let's start putting stuff down. I'm definitely not going to have room for all these things. Drop item. Drop item. I guess there's some things I could start putting on the wall. Oops. James had so much stuff is the thing. Tomer says, I've seen Priscilla a lot. I took a course in Australian cinema. For most of us, it was the only Australian film we'd seen. Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. I mean, I'm trying to think of another Australian film. I guess I haven't seen Muriel's Wedding. I haven't seen Strictly Ballroom's Australian, right? There's also The Sum of Us, another queer movie that I haven't seen, starring Russell Crowe in an unexpected role that will surprise you. I guess I put the bamboo drop item. The bamboo here. There's some things that don't take up space on the floor, so I can walk over them. How do we feel about Drew Carey, says Mackenzie. I'm a Whose Line Is It Anyway fan. I mean, I don't object to him. Is there any reason we should object to Drew Carey? Did he do anything bad? At this point, I'm always just like waiting for like, okay, but what's the bad news? Yeah, no, he seems fine. Seems like a fine individual as far as I know. He was on a few episodes of Community. That all seemed okay. Oh gosh, I'm not in the good stuff down view. Okay. Problem with doing it this way is I still forget what button to press. Okay, yes, this is much faster. Your character's giving the tour of their home, and here's the foyer and the living room, and that's the funeral pyre room themed for Easter. Yes, some things have just kind of like gone where they go. Not a lot of rhyme or reason. Felicia says, I may be bummed out about not having friends over for my birthday, but at least I don't have to go to my in-laws on my birthday for Easter. Yeah. I guess this quarantine time does provide a nice excuse for not doing stuff that you didn't want to do anyway. Mackenzie says, I grew up in those sorts of towns. No gay culture here. Yeah, that's, I mean, not to stereotype, but I feel like I know the kinds of towns like that are depicted in that movie. Like, I see them and I'm like, oh yeah, I get it. I know what this is. One of my villagers is sick. I didn't know that was a thing in Animal Crossing. Oh, Taman, I'm sorry to hear about your sick villager. Oh, gotta get her some medicine. Oh, well, it's good that you're being a good caretaker for them. Like, I'm grabbing this furniture here, but I don't know where I'm gonna... I guess some of it's wall mounted, so I can put it on a wall. David says, the characters in Tu Wong Fu never get out of drag. That is but one of the weird things about Tu Wong Fu. There are a lot of weird things about Tu Wong Fu. There are a lot of things that don't 100% work for me in the way that they do in Priscilla. And gee whiz, that is one of them. That they're like always in face. And knowing professional drag queens, I'm like, in a million years, no, they would not be just doing this drive like this. Like, yeah, of course there's no room. Let's see. Maybe I can put it like over here, maybe? There we go. Okay. Can you imagine drag queens being like, okay, well, I've woken up in the morning. Time for me to spend 2 hours putting my face on. And then to maintain my perfect dress and, you know, keep my wig perfect all day. They just have a flawlessness. That's a fun fantasy, but makes the characters kind of hard to believe. Okay, I don't even know where it's putting stuff at this point. We're definitely running out of... Okay, so these things can go on the wall, so that's nice.
See what's taking up your storage?
Sure.
Oh, okay. Oh, sure. You want me to do it?
Sure. So Jim's going to take a peek at my storage to see what's taking up all the space there. I do have a lot of furniture.
You can sell all of these.
Oh, yeah, I could sell my stuff.
I mean, are you hanging on to them for a reason? All these common butterflies and stuff?
I was hanging on to 3 of everything so I could give them to Flick eventually.
Oh, okay.
But I think selling them for now is probably a better option so I can make some space.
Got a lot of, like, oranges?
Oh, I do have a lot of oranges. Why do I have so many oranges? I guess I figured I'd use them at some point.
Several log steaks?
Those are recipe ingredients for things, but I could sell those too. Yeah, you know what? There's a lot of stuff that I could just sell. Bumble says maybe Tom Nook will build a storage facility. That's honestly, I wish I could hire him to do that. Just build a warehouse. Okay, so let's dump out what's in my storage right now and put some stuff, bring some stuff over to the kids. Put you on the wall. It's a very weird place for that, but I like it. That's gonna go, sure, right there. Oh, potted ivy. Some of these are really nice, actually. I mean, I guess if nothing else, can I put this on the floor? There we go. You know, I've handled all these, so many rugs. Jesus. It really is a hoarder's paradise. I like how it's like figuring out where it can fit, like it's Tetris. No idea where that went. Oh, things are going on top of... They're going on top of like those dressers now. Oh, no room to put anything down at this point. Okay, so let's start clearing out the storage. Ingy Bingy says, well played on your video working around the ping pong balls. Yeah, there's some parts of that film that I was like, I'm not really sure how to handle all of this. Gotta be tasteful here, to the extent that that's even possible. All right, so let's move to pockets, move to pockets, move to pockets. Oh, Road Warrior movies, Apathy. That's a good point. Yeah, of course. Those are... those are Australian, right? I mean, definitely Mad Max is like super Australian. In fact, Priscilla, a lot of Priscilla was filmed in close to the same places. I think Cooper Pedy, a lot of Mad Max scenes were shot around Cooper Pedy. I've read much about Australia, but I've never seen it since James spoke. Picnic at Hanging Rock is the Australian film I'm most familiar with. Yep, there's that one. There's, oh, what's the horror film from the 70s, early 70s, 71, that's about the teacher who gets stuck in a small town because he gambled all his money away and he can't take a train out. Super do not remember what the title is. But anyway, there's that one. Heavenly Creatures, says Mackenzie. Is Heavenly Creatures? Yeah, I think that's New Zealand. That's Peter Jackson. I've been thinking about doing a culture cruise about that one, but it's a tough movie to talk about. For one thing, because it's not super famous, so not a lot of people like know it to begin with. Yeah, sure, I'll sell those too. So there's that issue. And also, it's like extremely sad and heavy. Particularly because it's based on a real life, very sad story. So, it's not something that like I feel like I want to talk about right now. Cause like right now I'm like, let's do uplifting. Let's do things that are nice. Like I don't particularly feel like I want to do a video about Longtime Companion, for example, a movie about HIV. Like the worst days of it. Like, not right now, I think. But, I mean, Heavenly Creatures is also... Oh, what was that bug? Oh, well. Heavenly Creatures is also a very good and important movie. So, can I pick you up? Pick this up and plant some trees to get rid of those guys in my inventory. Sure, how about there? Actually, do I need a shovel to plant? I guess not. There's so many little trees here and there. Can I put a tree here? Nope, no room. The Nightingale is a fairly new Australian film, says Mackenzie. Very disturbing, but very good. I mean, that's the thing, is I want to talk about some of these things, but also I really don't want to give people things to feel disturbed about at the moment, because we got enough. I do wonder, I remember, like, in 2001, at the end of 2001 and early 2002, there were a lot of, like, comfort things. Like, people were really seeking out, like, comfort movies. And I do wonder if we're going to see a return to that now. People are so stressed out about health and the state of the world and all that kind of stuff. Alright, so we'll take these bugs and just sell them right away. Same thing with the fossils. We can just sell those. And shell. I'm looking for stuff, stuff that's immediately sellable, so don't even bother with putting it in storage. Another present, of course. Okay, so I think we've cleared out most of the piles of stuff on this side of the island. It's been forever since I've seen that, says Mackenzie. Oh, hello, I'll talk to you. Are you going to give me an item? Yes, she's going to give me... Hey, I saw that there's not enough items in this town. Here's a gas pump. Sure, great, thank you. I guess if I set it up like it's a piece of furniture on the island rather than a leaf lying around, I wonder... Maybe that's a good way to keep stuff out of storage. Of course... Oh, wait, the Australian... Babadook is Australian? I didn't know that. I had no idea. So I haven't seen it. All I know of the Babadook is the, oh god, there's more stuff over there. There's all the memes. I know that we love and respect that character for what it's done for I don't know, queer visibility. But, let's see what we can put on the wall here. But I've never actually seen it because I don't do a ton of horror films. Okay, so no option to put these things on the wall. Do I have to be standing, like, right next to the wall to do that? Okay. Bunny daybed? Oh, that's... Wait, what? Bunny daybed? Why am I thinking about a bunny daybed? I'm not standing close to one, am I? Why am I thinking about that? I guess that's just what I think about. Save the stakes for when Zipper is revealed to be a vampire. Yeah, Uncle Deadly. I don't trust that Zipper. I've always said, before he even appeared, I was like, oh no, he's coming. I do not trust that character. Okay, this won't let me put anything down. What about you? Oh, of course, it's still Toby. This is the only thing I can put on the wall. Yes. Oh, okay, so maybe I can't hang things on the wall when I'm in my inventory here. So let's try this. Nope, still tells me no room to put anything. Ah. There we go. It looked like it flew out the door. Great. There we go. Wall. Wall. Very, very bizarre decorating technique, but... here they all are. Can I put shoes on the wall? Of course I can. Oh, there's a lot of stuff I can put on the wall. Oop, nope, that wants to put on the floor for some reason. Even though there's no room. So, oh, I see. These things are all marked with floor icons. Gotcha. There's the doctor's mask over the... Sure. Okay, let's go sell some things then. Anna says, I watched Tiger King, still trying to wrap my mind around what I saw. So I haven't watched it yet. It looks like it's going to be kind of, it feels like that's going to bum me out. So I'm not sure if I want to watch Tiger King. Should I? I know it's part of the discourse, but, Anna, I'm not sure if it'll put me in a good mood. We watched the first episode of Picard yesterday. How do y'all feel about Picard? I liked but didn't love the pilot. It just, it was nice to see Patrick Stewart, but I didn't feel like he was Jean-Luc Picard. Like, it just did not feel like the character that I'm familiar with. Also, this is something James pointed out, that a lot of that show is just monologue. Just people giving a big speech, but not actually talking to each other, which was kind of disappointing. Given that, I think one of the things that I really love about Next Generation is the chemistry between people. And I don't think there was enough interaction between people for chemistry to exist. The exception of that one, that one couple who work for Picard. They barely get any screen time, but I did think that those two actors seemed to have something going on. I kind of wanted to spend more time with them than the rest of the characters. Oh, Wake in Fright, says Tomer. Yes, that's the one. Wake in Fright. Uncle Diddley says, looks like you're having a garage sale. Yes, but indoors. Bumble says, does anyone here have a car or motorbike? What are they pumping gas? That's a good question. Who's coming by to pump gas? Yeah, Uncle Diddley, only one rabbit is allowed on St. Lepus, and it should be me. Mackenzie says, Essie Davis is in the Babadook. I'd stand her so much. Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries. Oh. So, yeah, I'm aware of Miss Fisher. I do like a cozy mystery. I think it's on Netflix. No, I think it's on Amazon. Miss Fisher's... What is it called? Miss Fisher's Murder Mysteries? Is that the name of it? There was a cozy mystery that we tried to watch. It was Canadian, and it was just so bad we had to turn it off. What's the name of that one? I cannot remember what that was called. It was set in that, like, Canadian murder mysteries of the 1920s was basically the gist of it. And I cannot for the life of me remember what it was. But it was just so, the dialogue was so weirdly stilted. It just made us both uncomfortable, I think. What else? You know what? I could probably stack some more eggs in my inventory. Probably. What else do I have that could be sold right away? There's lots of bugs. Apathy says, I have 3 cars and a motorcycle. Really? In Animal Crossing? Definitely watch Tiger King, says Woe Be Dragged. Okay. Woe Be Draggled. Ugh. Mackenzie says, Tiger King's disturbingly upsetting. Stay away. Uh-oh. I've got mixed messages here. Lisa says, my husband said it was going to be the most stupidest thing he's ever going to watch, yet he's interested in it as everyone else. Yeah. Mixed reviews for Tiger King. Uncle Owen says Picard takes a while to get going. The first half is a bit of a slog. Well, that's not making me enthusiastic for it. Is that it for stuff I want to sell right now? I guess it is. Uncle Deadly says Picard suffers from pacing. Has some good bones and good acting to it. Yeah, I guess that's what I was seeing in the first episode. Good bones. McCoy, but like there was a lot of like leaps. This was the biggest problem I had, is that all of a sudden this very unlikely thing seemed like it might be going on, and Picard was just like That's definitely what's going on. And it was like urgently trying to persuade another character that that's what was going on. And it was like, this just doesn't feel like Picard. This doesn't feel like Star Trek to have him talking like this. Like, for him to be so assured of a hypothesis. Like, I get that dramatically that's kind of neat, but, and we got to get there eventually. But it did feel like, why is he so certain? And why is it so important to him to persuade everybody else? James Polk says Tiger King gets bumming around episode 5, entertaining throughout otherwise. Haven't seen the final 2 episodes. Mackenzie says Picard takes a while to get started. Much like Voyager, 7 of 9 comes in halfway through to save everything. It does get better. Mixed bag. 7 is gay. Oh, that's something. You know, I guess I'm not like super excited to slog through something just that I can get to a gay character 5 episodes in. Can I just skip to her episodes? Probably not, right? It's definitely designed to be watched in order. I mean, it's another thing that I like about Next Generation is you just watch whatever episode you feel like. Not that every show needs to be Next Generation. Not like every reboot needs to just copy what was working on the original, but still. Oh gosh, is that the jumpsuit from Kill Bill? Wolby Drag says, "What's everyone's town tune? Mine is Doja Cat Say So." Wait, Doja Cat Say So? I don't know what that is. Charles Rich says, "If you need to pick me up, you can never go wrong with the film Anti-Mame." You know? Huh. Maybe. I don't think it's too explicitly queer, but I think it might be kind of queer enough that maybe I could do a video about that one. Can I put you in storage? Yes. Great. All right, so we can do some stacks of eggs. Great. Can I do a stack of bamboo wands? I can. Weird. Oh, no, I've made space. I've made space in storage, so of course I can put these things away. Hello, everyone. This is John Newman. Way late to the party today. Didn't see notification because I'm trying to do my taxes. Oh, no. Well, I'm glad that I could distract you from that. No need to do that now. I guess it is getting into April, although everything's been pushed back. So you've got months more to go, right? Mackenzie says, "I recommend Pushing Up Roses video on Miss Fisher. She sums it up very well. You probably know if it's something you'll like from that." I do like Pushing Up Roses. She seems fantastic. So I'm going to grab this stuff, put it in storage, and then grab a bunch of bugs, put those in my pockets, sell them, make more room storage. Phew! We'll have this island cleaned up in no time. Acorn has Miss Fisher. Should I get Acorn? I've heard good things about that. Oh, no, wait. I'm confusing that with... What am I confusing that? There's BritBox. But Miss Fisher wouldn't be on that. There's those services that have, like, all the British shows. I'm confusing it because there's... Confusing Acorn with Raisin, with, what is it called? Agatha Raisin's... Agatha Raisin Mysteries? It's another cozy mystery series. So many mysteries. So many mysteries to solve, you guys. My cars are in real life, not Animal Crossing. Okay, that's what I thought, Apathy. I need to switch. I've started playing Star Wars The Old Republic during lockdown. It's a good one. It's always good to play. Viranen says, "What's the reason for dropping everything around town? How do you even have so much?" So that's all from my partner James, who was done playing. So he deleted his character, but before he deleted his save, he put everything on the floor so that I could have it, which is nice, but it also means a lot of picking up and putting away. So I'm going to have quite the haul of things eventually, but not sure what to do with it all, of course, because who has room? I guess I could, like, I don't know, maybe it'll let me decorate. Will it let me decorate the other animals' houses? Oh, storage is full. Okay, so let's start clearing stuff out of storage. Yes.
I thought the plan was to sell things from your room and then move things into storage.
Yes, that is the plan, but it is difficult to keep track of the order of operations. Pandora says the trans on TNG with the Trill thing going on. Yeah, Beverly Crusher kind of reacted somewhat adversely with Data's child picking her gender and species. Yeah, TNG has it just kind of flirts with queer issues and ideas, but never actually commits to talking about them. So I can think of 3 episodes of Next Generation that have something to say about gender, but kind of avoid saying it. There's the 2 that you mentioned. The Trill episode where Beverly falls in love with a Trill, and then there's a without going into too much detail, a whole body swap thing. And she's like, "Oh, I can't fall in love with a woman. Maybe someday my people will be ready for that kind of thing, but not today. Goodbye." Oops. So there's that episode, which, frankly, like that happens in like the last 5 minutes, and I think it would make for a much more interesting episode if that's what the whole episode was about. Then there's the one with Data's daughter, where just like it's real brief, where Data's like, "I'm gonna let my child choose their own gender." I think I can't remember if he says "there" or "it's." There might be an "it," which is that's kind of problematic. Data, what can you do? So the character's allowed to choose their own gender, so that's nice. But once again, there's not a lot about gender in the episode. Behind the scenes in that episode, Whoopi Goldberg, who plays Guinan on the show, has a scene where she's talking about love and kissing with this character who's essentially doesn't know anything about being alive. And she explains it as when 2 people love each other rather than when a man and a woman. So as I've read it in the script, it said when a man and a woman love each other. And Whoopi Goldberg was like, "No, I'm not going to say that. I'm going to say when 2 people, or maybe 2 beings, or something like that." But, you know, it was a case of Whoopi Goldberg being a good ally on a show that did not provide a lot of opportunities for that kind of allyship. And then, of course, there's the episode with the non-gendered species that I'm thinking about doing an episode of Culture Cruise about. Just got to figure out exactly how to talk about that one. Because it is an interesting episode and raises a lot of issues, but doesn't actually fully tackle them. In the end, the episode kind of just like throws up its hands and it's like, "Oh well, problem solved. What can you do? Anyway, moving on." Like, it seems like the solution, which is not really a solution, it just seems like the problem is taken care of for the protagonists rather than actually dealt with. No, Nobi Boy says, expand your house and storage will increase. Oh, like my actual like stuff I can store in storage will increase? That's good to know. Let's see, I think I could put one of these rugs in the other room to make a little bit more in my storage. Oh, your best friend animal wears the clothes you give them. Okay, so I can give clothes to animals. Interesting. I'm gonna spread you out. And I do have room for more stuff in there. Oh, and I could sell that goldfish. James Polk's gotta go. Lovely to chat. Be safe. Goodbye. BritBox is the BBC services. Ashley. Yeah, that's what I thought. John says, my CPA insists that we, his clients, complete by the original April 15th date because they have other stuff they have to do for the rest of the year. Oh, I see. Okay, well, that's fair enough. Gilbert says you can give gifts to other animals, make them like you more, especially if it's their style. I just don't know my animal style that well. I mean, I definitely know that Charlize is the sporty one. Pandora says, Matt can look however like, oh, just slept in and got up and still look handsome, adorable. Oh, my life was like that, but the life of a girl. I'm sure, look. I'm not sure if that's a compliment or not. Are you saying like I look like a mess but still comely? Is that what you're saying? Animal neighbors can decorate their houses with things you give them, but not always and slowly over time. Interesting. Okay. Pandora says Deep Space Nine was more open with gender and acceptance and attraction. Kind of. You know, like a lot of things could have been better. You know, they had a lesbian episode with Dax. I've got a culture cruise about that. I think it was the second culture cruise that I did. We've got one culture cruise, one episode with a lesbian. And then every now and then there'll be some Bashir Garrick stuff, but the thing is, like, again, they explore it but don't commit to it. Like, it's so clear what the actors want to do. The actors want to do something interesting with those characters. Then the show's like, no, that's not allowed. What are you? Come back. Come back, fly. Goodbye. I've run out of stuff in my home storage that I can sell. But I wonder if I could start just like positioning stuff around the like this furniture. Just have like a little, I don't know, picnic area someplace or something? Like if I go to the middle island, maybe I could put stuff there? Takatada98 says, which version of Auntie Mame, Rosalind Russell or Lucille Ball? I mean, there's things I like about both of them. I like the songs in the Lucille version, but I like Rosalind Russell's portrayal better. I mean, I guess I could pay off this bridge. And I could pay off my house, and then I guess I'd have more storage. Would I have more like actual storage space to like put stuff in my virtual garage? Deep Space Nine, yeah. Pandora says Deep Space Nine was more open with gender and acceptance and attraction. It was more open, but I still think it could have been better. Like, you know, they have a lesbian kiss, and that's big. That's like certainly something to be excited about. Thinking about like having this be a nice like little swing next to the water. Table, camping cot, outdoor table, wooden end table. Sure. You know, it's a little exploitative. That doesn't quite seem right there, but well, let's go with it. You know, it's a little exploitative because a lot of shows did like lesbian kiss episodes for ratings, and the show like certainly doesn't commit to having. What's a writing chair? Oh, that's kind of nice. Show doesn't commit to having any other queer characters at any other point ever again. So, you know, I don't fully accept that the show was as good of an ally as Whoopi Goldberg was. Come on, let me go back. There we go. Ingy Bingy found this YouTube channel where a guy makes hard candy in old school ways, stores in Tallahassee, and narrates over the process. It's Bob Ross levels of calming. Oh, that's great. Absolutely. That sounds fantastic. All right, so I've got a few things that I can sell. I think I can put that pedal in storage. I can sell... I could pay off some more of my house. And I guess I could start, like... I could start positioning some of this furniture around the island. I get this evaluated by Blathers. Wait, that's not Blathers. You're not Blathers. What have you done with Blathers? Whoopi was the first that I understood was playing a character, says Bumble. My mom used to watch Sister Act, Jumping Jack Flash, and the Sister Act 2 while she was crocheting. You were like, what is up with this lady? She's just like jumping around from story to story. Oh, Pandora. Thank you. I'm glad that you think I'm handsome. That's very kind. Oh, Gilbert, that's a good idea. Check for selling any doubles in the furniture. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Let's assess some fossils. My house is fully expanded. I have 1,600 storage spots. Wow, okay. That is a bunch. Deadly says, Discover Season 2 did a little better. They realized their mistake. Here's Season 3 doesn't backslide. Yeah, so Season 1... Okay, we already have it. All right, and then it is getting sold. Season 1 of Discovery... Again, like Picard, was like, that was okay. I'm definitely glad that we... Did we binge it? Yeah, we binged it instead of... you know, waiting week to week to week, which was definitely the right way to do it. Yeah, what was the issue with Discovery Season 1? For one thing, I did find it a little predictable. For another, I think, like, again, the chemistry didn't really work for me. Like, I just didn't feel like I liked seeing those characters spending time together. Honeycomb Floor, I think I already have that. Apparently not. What else we got here? Wooden block chair and inflatable sofa. All right, so let's sell the things that we've got that we know we can sell. And then I like that idea from the chat of checking for doubles and selling the doubles. That is a good idea, Gilbert. Mackenzie says, I read a transcript of an interview on Reddit somewhere. Terry Farrell had a lot of LGBT friends who passed away from AIDS, so she liked doing that episode. That sounds familiar too. I can't remember if I've read that or if I'm thinking of somebody else. Terry Farrell does seem like just a wonderful person. You know, just from the interviews that I've seen and reading about what she had to endure while making DS9, she seems like she's just really kind and charming. And I think we talked about her last week on last week, maybe 2 weeks ago's live stream, how she... Oh, do I have a thing over here? A Nook Miles thing. No. How do I not have... How have I not reached the top tier of hoarding? Anyway. Oh, and there's more. I'm a greedy collector. I mean, boy, oh boy, is that the truth. Anyway, yeah, so she does seem just absolutely lovely. And I think last time we were talking about how she was on Becker, if I'm remembering right, after Star Trek. Let's see, what else can we, what can we just put around town? We got like a lot of fencing. We got some, let's set up maybe another like little picnicky area or something over here, perhaps? Imperial low table. That's actually not bad. Okay, it's actually a little strange. It's a little strange there, but I think an outdoor table makes a lot more sense. Oh, I see what that is. That's like just a... Why can't they call it folding table? I kind of like how I'm starting to sure, set up these little like hangout areas around my island. Be interesting to see if any of the animals who live here want to make use of them. Felicia says, I'm going to get out of chat for a while to play Ori and the Blind Forest for a second time. I played and finished the sequel, Ori and the Will of the Wisps. Arson Nikki was playing that. If you're all not following her, you should check out Arson Nikki on Twitch. It's twitch.tv/Arson Nikki, ARSONNICKI. She is one of the cast members of Queens of Adventure, which is our podcast and live show featuring drag queens playing Dungeons and Dragons. And she has started, hidden low table, I should put that someplace. She has started live streaming herself playing various games. She's actually going to be streaming later today. I can't remember which game. I think, was it Resident Evil? Saturdays are for horror games. Oh, hello, Grasshopper. Goodbye, Grasshopper. Saturdays are for horror games, so sure, we'll put like a little Imperial table here. How about, why not? Sure, makes sense. So she's going to be doing a spooky game later this afternoon. So if you want to follow her, that's at twitch.tv/Arson Nikki. Anyway, she was playing Ori and the Will of the Wisps this past week, I believe, or maybe it was last week. But so she started playing one of the Ori games, which is it's just such a pretty game. It's so sweet and it's like beautiful and also so relaxing. Really just enjoying how much people are into the relaxing stuff right now. Like a relax. Oh, Nintendo Switch. Ooh. Ring toss. You know what? Let's have a little recreation area over here. You know, like a little playground. Accessory stand, hamster cage, rotor phone, wash tub, recycled can, thumb piano? What's a thumb piano? A little toy area. Why not? Glass holder with a candle, record player, lantern, music player. Cute record player. Sure, why not? Nope, no room. Okay, never mind. Okay, I feel like we're actually almost done collecting everything and storing or distributing it. Do we have anything sellable right now? No. Put this in storage and see what else we've got. Just finished the Priscilla episode, says Domk23 free. Great work. That film always made me cry. Always made me cry. Went nuts with Animal Crossing during my quarantine. I've already created all of the bunny... Oh my gosh, that's so much Bunny Day stuff. Wow. Ericant says, sell anything you can buy from your catalog. I mean, that's a good idea too. I mean, I guess if I've got it... Now, in chat, tell me if this is true. If I've touched it and it's in storage for me, I can buy it from my catalog, right? So... Oh, not every... Oh, right, because there's like presents and stuff. Certain things you can't get. Well, I don't want to do like some like onerous cross-referencing thing where I'm like one at a time compiling a database of what I can sell and what I can't. storage, put in storage. Everything's going to storage, storage, storage. Pretty sure I will have doubles of many of these things. Now that I look at their names. You're still streaming? Thought I missed it, Cecile. Nope, still here. I started a little later than usual. I started at 11, which I think is a little better for me in terms of waking up to prepare, because I tend to be up pretty late. Put it in storage. So 11 Pacific works a little better for me. Though I know it's not when people internationally are necessarily watching. Storage, put in storage, put in storage, put in storage. Okay. And I do have like a ton of oranges, as James pointed out, so I think I could probably get rid of some of those. Courtney says, seeing everyone's different style of playing Animal Crossing is wigging me out. Yeah, like, it really, it can be inspiring, but it can also kind of give you like a feeling of inadequacy when you go to someone else's town. You're like, oh, wow, you've done such beautiful things and you've had such great ideas. I didn't think of any of those things, but you are really good at this. I don't know. It gives me a little bit of a feeling of self-consciousness to see some of the amazing stuff that people are doing. And I'm like, oh, why didn't I? Oh, wait, I wanted to look at my duplicates. Why didn't I do that? Dump says, that is a hard name to say. Or is it Do MK? I don't know. Terry Farrell's fantastic. I had the privilege of meeting her at Dragon Con a few years ago. Oh, that's awesome. Tell me about that. What was that like? She seems so lovely. And Gino says, I'm sad they didn't even mention LOL in Picard. That was a weird omission. There was definitely a line like, Data had a daughter and then didn't anymore. Like, why not even mention her a little bit? Just very weird to be like, anyway, as Data always dreamed of doing, but we won't actually say ever did. I guess I don't need more than one tire toy. Or candle. I've got 2 of... You know what? I don't think I need any cardboard boxes at all. A lot of portable radios. I don't think I'm going to see duplicates in outfits or anything like that. Oh, apparently, yeah, you can have duplicate outfits. Flowers. I don't need that many flowers. It's a really strange choice not to mention that. Apathy says, ciao, Matt at all. Someone who wants to watch Star Wars Rebels and is not out of the question. Thanks for the fun. Thanks for joining. Join us next week for another fun live stream. You know what I also have in storage is... I'll get back to my storage. Is a bunch of dinosaur skeletons. I don't really need to have those in storage. I can sell those. Okay. Ooh, anything that, isn't, Gilbert, anything that isn't crafted, I can buy. Yes, okay, that makes sense. No one says Lol's name. Isn't that weird? I mean, you don't have to say her name. Just mention, like, he tried to have a daughter and failed. I guess I'm not really sure how you would talk about that. But surely there's a way. Dean, I'm sorry to hear about your controller issue. It makes you walk randomly. That, oh gosh, yeah, that makes catching bugs hell. I can only imagine how unpleasant that would be. Okay, so we're gonna sell a whole bunch of stuff. Just tried to sell money. Sure. Here's money. What's the going rate for that? Ingy Bingy says, if you like pushing up roses, do you like LGR? They're buddies. Who is LGR? Or Iger? I'm not sure who that is. And Domke says, you're in the Pacific time zone? It's 10 p.m. here. Yes, I am in Pacific. In Seattle. Nathan Webb says, selling stuff for tomorrow, turnips? Oh, well, I guess, yeah, that's something to consider. It's going to be turnip time tomorrow. And I guess people have discovered that they can, like, make a ton of space in their inventory and just get, like, billions of turnips and then wait until prices go up. That's not exactly my style of doing things. Let's talk about my home. Dean says, I've not had Animal Crossing for a couple days. I got it for my birthday. It's not how I thought I'd be spending the night of my 18th. Well, happy birthday. I hope you're enjoying it. Expand, customize, relocate. I mean, I guess let's expand. Can't take expansion requests while you have an outstanding loan balance. Oh, that's right. I don't know why I thought I'd make payments to him. I make it at the ATM over here. Dom says that Terry Farrell was so sweet. I rambled at her about how important DS9 was for me and how much I loved her in Hellraiser 3. Oh, that's fun. Yeah, I don't really know her from that much other stuff. Obviously, we talked about Becker last time. Problematic trans roles. And I guess Hellraiser 3, didn't know she was in that. And Mackenzie says, Avery Brooks Cisco directed Rejoined. Apparently Entertainment Tonight wanted to film and report on the kiss, but he wouldn't allow it. Huh, interesting. I wonder why that was. Was that like to protect the privacy? I don't know. Like, or to, I don't know, make it less of a publicity stunt? I mean, as it was kind of a publicity stunt, as those lesbian kisses always were. It's a very well-directed episode. I just wish that the showrunners had the courage to be like, now we have an actual lesbian character on the show. Let's do something with that. You know, like Buffy did many years later. Not even that many. Just a couple years later. Okay. Wow. I think we might actually have cleaned most of the stuff. Oops. Up. Is there anything else just kind of like lying around? I'm not, well, oh, there's some wood over here, but that's weird. What are you doing here? But yeah, it actually looks like the island is... Things are starting to be put away. Oof. In the Morning Snow says, who's in your town? So we have, let's see if the map will show. I don't think it shows names. We've got Prince the Frog. We've got Sprinkle the Penguin. There's Prince up there. We've got Charlize the Bear. She's sporty. Is she sporty? No, Axel's sporty. We've got Sporty Axel. We've got, I'm not sure what Ken is. Stuck Up Ken, I guess? And Fauna, who's just, you know, she's pleasant. I'm not sure what her deal is yet. Shane says, your messy quarantine hair is adorable. Thank you. Your Susan Paris podcast has been getting me through the insanity. I'm glad you're enjoying those. If y'all have recommendations for folks I should interview for Series of Paris, let me know. Who did I just interview? I just interviewed Tristan Reese, who played Yitzhak in the LA premiere and the LA version of Hedwig and the Angry Inch. So he was the first LA Yitzhak, basically. So interviewed him. He's also was kind of famous a few years ago, I think about 3 years ago, for being a trans man who gave birth to a child. So we talked about that weird experience of having your family under the microscope in that weird way. And being an advocate for queer families and all that kind of work. So his episode's going to be coming up soon. Susan Paris this week, this most recent episode, is Joe Phillips, a comic artist who's very important to me. I don't know, like very. It's not like it was like crucial to my development, but I would say important. Gave me a feeling of optimism about being gay in the 90s when I was still figuring out like what even is gay. Actually made gayness look very attractive with his illustrations of queer people just having a good time and getting along. Seal says, I never know what to say on the rare occasions that I meet famous people. The moment makes me acutely aware the only thing we have in common is something they've already heard everything about. That's true. It is weird. Like, I feel the same way. I met Natalie from, ContraPoints. Natalie Wynn. I almost called her Natalie Imbruglia. Yeah, I met her. So I met Natalie Wynn at DragCon last year. And was similarly, like, not exactly tongue-tied, just like, I'm not sure why we're talking. Like, I definitely wanted to meet her, and I definitely wanted to say thank you for your videos. They're wonderful, and I like them very much. And then I was like, what else do you say to a person? Because, as someone who makes great stuff that people have already praised a lot, what do you say? Like, thanks, I know. It's really great, thanks, I know. Obviously, you don't want to come off like that, because that's weird. Who else did I meet that I was weird to? I've been weird to a lot of celebrities, unfortunately. Oh, here's a bunch of more furniture. I met Brad Bird, who directed a bunch of Pixar movies at one point in San Francisco. Trash bags. We could make a little campsite thing here, maybe. What was the fish camp stove? Met Brad Bird, and I was like, thanks for all your great movies. I really like them. And then I couldn't think of anything else to say. I was like, please keep making movies. He's like, I will. And he did. So I guess the world has me to thank for Brad Bird still making movies. There, got a little rudimentary... Should I craft? Oh, no, I don't want to craft. I just want to push it around. Perfectly behind that tree. I got a little... crafting area, still perfectly behind a tree, so you can't see it. Great. Maybe move that to the other side. That'll do. Oh, you have Sprinkle? Yes, I like Sprinkle a lot. Fleece says, does anyone know where to get good spring-summer crochet items ideas? Looking to try to expand from normal gloves, hats, scarves, and blankets. Sell during this time on Etsy. I'm surely Ravelry has ideas. Your mother's watching Drag Race without me. Guess I'll have to catch up later, says Dean. I mean, I guess you could ask her to do like a quick recap. Put it on pause and do a quick recap. All right. Well, there's the island, kind of getting back into shape. I guess I'll open the gates now, and if anybody wants to join, they can join. In the morning, Snow says, my brother has Fauna. She's cute. Normal personality. Oh, there's just like normal? Is that like neutral personality? Bumble has an online sewing meeting to get ready for. Be safe. Enjoy your sewing meeting. Mackenzie says, if I ever met any Star Trek actors, I'd probably run into the nearest cave and eat rocks glow in the dark till I expired. I guess that's a reaction. I wonder what they'd say to that. Oh, bury 10,000? I didn't know you could do that. Roger. Charles Rich says, what do you think about My Best Friend's Wedding? So I've seen parts of it, but I've never seen the whole movie. That's the one with... Is that the one with Jennifer Aniston? Best Friend's Wedding. Is that the one with Jennifer Aniston, Paul Rudd? No. And Alan Arkin. That's a different gay movie. Shane says, my main goal, the more the merrier. My main goal for performing arts career is to make it notable enough for you to interview me about it, says Shane. Nowhere near that point now. I mean, I guess that's a good goal. Tell me about your performing arts career, though. Like, what kind of shows do you like to do? David says, I worked with a guy who had a folder full of all his celebrity meetings. He was dressed as a Klingon in all of them. That's great. Oh no, I missed, wait, what was the code? Okay, I'm gonna have to watch the playback real fast because I missed seeing what the code was. I'm sure I could get it to tell me what it is. Okay, it is, this time is C3F2D, C3F2D, okay. C3F2D. Whew, that was close. All right, I'm gonna type that in the chat just in case anyone's watching and wants to join. C3F2D. I clicked through that way faster than I should have. I don't know if you discussed it on the Series of Paris, but do you plan on doing a Culture Cruise episode on PBS's An American Family from the 70s? I would like to. So I tend to avoid doing things that are like hours and hours and hours of footage. In part because, I mean, for one thing, it's just like a ton of research. And for another, like, it's hard to like narrow that stuff down to like the important bits. Because like it'll turn into, you know, I don't want to do like a 7-hour Culture Cruise video. As it is, like, what I found, I've done some TV shows and some movies, and what I found is that when I do movies, those videos tend to really get packed quite full, and get kind of long. So if I did an entire series, boy, that would be it would either be a lot or it'd be like months worth of Culture Cruises all broken up into pieces. But that having been said, I mean, I certainly could. And American Family, like, super, super, super important show. Lizzie says, I'm craving a video game, but I can't decide if I want to play Minecraft, replay Fallout 3, or replay Bioshock. I guess depends what you're in the mood for. Like, do you want to... They all have certain things in common, don't they? I was going to say, like, if you just want to craft, Minecraft or... Minecraft, but also then I realized like Fallout 3 has a lot of crafting stuff in it, so I guess you could do that one too. It's that grasshopper again. Yeah, so if you're in the mood for that, if you're in the mood for something like that's kind of, I don't know, a post-apocalyptic bummer where there's monsters, then definitely Fallout 3. Oh, there's a lot to pick here. These are going to be sprouts, aren't they? Or what was the third option? Bioshock. Yeah, I don't know. What do you feel like doing? What is your preferred game activity? Adam says, what fruit do I have? I think we've got everything. We've got oranges and apples and pears and peaches and coconuts. Is there anything else? There might actually be another one. Oh, and cherries. Oh, someone's on their way. Who's coming to visit? Who's coming to see my weird little island? My best friend's wedding was with Julia Roberts and Rupert Everett. That's right. Yes. That's the object of my affection, has Jennifer Aniston, Paul Rudd. That's the one. Oh, Fleece Hills has a little tip and goodbye. Thank you for stopping by, Fleece Hills. I'm looking forward to... Oh, Dean is coming from Terry, an aspiring punk. Ooh. Thank you for joining, Fleece Hills. Lovely to have you here. Please let me know what kind of crochet needlepoint knitting stuff you come up with. I would love to see your future projects. Seal says, Deutschland 8386 is a gay character with an interesting arc, though it does include a bit of a damp squib follow-up to a cliffhanger. Wow, I don't know what that show question mark is? Deutschland 8386? Are those shows or movies or what are they? Or albums? Ian says Lancelot's part is fairly minor in the show. I mean, you're really making me consider. Here's another question. Where is it available to watch? Because that also kind of informs like what shows I do. Sometimes it is very hard to find like a good copy of something or a copy at all. Like it took me a long time to find that episode of Rock where they have the gay wedding. Dean, look at you. This is a great look. Oh, wonderful. Who is Dean in the chat? Do we have a Dean here watching and playing at the same time? Aim is so bad with that shovel. I'm doing a episode next about Oh Madeline, which is, someone else on their way. Oh, now we play the game where we just kind of stand around for 10 minutes and watch people arrive. I'm thinking about doing an episode of Oh Madeline next. That was a not very well-known Madeline Kahn sitcom from the 80s. Of course, we all know and love Madeline Kahn. Tornado is coming from Klumpopoli. Okie dokie. I'm on the way to your island. I'm Tornado, says Domk. Wonderful. Excited to see you here. Now I just watch the airplane slowly blink towards the island. Oh, Isaac's. That's a good point. The Discord doesn't notify about YouTube streams. We could probably figure out a way to make that happen. Yeah. So anyway, I'm looking at doing this culture cruise about Madeline Kahn. She had an episode of her sitcom that only lasted for one season that featured Charles Ludlam, who was a really important queer theater person in New York around the time. There's for some reason, a bunch of Charleses. The Charleses were in charge. There's Charles Ludlam, Charles Bush, and I always forget one of them. Charles Nelson Riley. No, it wasn't Charles Nelson Riley. It was a different Charles. It was Charles Bush who did The Alchemist's Wife. There's Charles Ludlam who did The Mystery of Irma Vep. And there was... Oh my goodness, look at that. That is fantastic. I love that look. Oh, wow. And Charles, who played he's a drag characters on a couple of shows in the 70s. He was on Starsky and Hutch and Wonder Woman and a few other places here and there. So for some reason, there were just these Charleses who were queer theater influences, New York and LA, around that time. So anyway, wanted to use Madeline Kahn as a jumping off point to talk about those actors. The challenge here is that because her sitcom, Oh Madeline, where she had one of those actors appear, is not particularly well remembered or loved, the quality of the versions that I can find are just, they're okay. Like the Priscilla video that I just did, found a really pristine version of Priscilla to use for clips, but the version of Oh Madeline is just like stuff that was dubbed off of VHS tapes, so digitized off VHS tapes. It's not quite as good. So we got John Luke coming from Faberhaven. Let's see what John Luke's outfit is. I really enjoy... Here's the thing. I love opening my island up and seeing people arrive. I just wish it didn't take so long for the flights to happen. Oh, very dapper. Wonderful. Look at the round of applause you're getting there. In the morning, Snow says, I'd love to visit, but sadly I'm at work for another hour and a half. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. Alan, Alan, is that you? Are you John Luke? Crafting right now and buying a ticket? Wonderful. Shane says, oh, you're a jazz singer. New musical last year called Gay Card, which was a trippy experience. Basically learned how to perform from watching Judy Garland. What? Wait, you learned how to perform from watching Judy Garland? Like, were you doing a Judy Garland impression? Like, what did you learn? What were your lessons from Judy? I mean, that should be the title of a memoir, Lessons from Judy. I like to take old jazz standards written for women and sing them from the perspective of a gay man. Oh, okay, that's pretty good. Oh, we've got another guest. We've got another guest. I know, yeah. Ooh, oh, it's already gone. We've got Kim, very first relocator from, oh, okay. Wugutura? Wugatura. Wugatura. Okay, so, oh, John Luke is John Luke. John, but you can call me Jean-Luc. Mackenzie says, my mom was born the day Judy Garland died. Whoa! She was born the day of the Stonewall riots. When people have been arriving, my glimpse of your flower beds are really pretty, says Dean. Ingy Biggie says, do you use a Pro Controller or the dog face configuration with the Joy-Cons or freehand Joy-Cons? So I've got the Pro Controller here. I like this. It feels good in the hand, especially when I'm playing Mario Kart. I find this the most comfortable way to play. But I will say, there's so much that I like about the Switch. It's so well designed. It is very pleasant to just play as, like, you know, in a little tablet-y configuration. I just wish. Oh, this is another good look. Kim. Wonderful. I love those leggings. What was I going to say? Shane, there's a, oh, and someone else is on their way. Okay, yep. Here we go. I mean, I love having people come. It's just this, like, the very slow process of having them arrive is, whatever. Gives us time to chat. Oh, or maybe not. Never mind. Someone is not on their way after all. Just standing there doing nothing. Is that, who do I see up there? I just saw somebody moving around up there. Okay, it's Flora, I think. Oh, she's talking to someone. I think one of my island guests has somehow made it all the way up there in the midst of all this. So anyway, yes, one of the reasons that I am looking at doing this Madeline Kahn episode of Culture Cruise is because I got a biography of Madeline Kahn. Oh, it's in the other room. I got this biography of Madeline Kahn. Mackenzie, was it you who recommended me to William V. Madison's book that you worked on? Was that you, Mackenzie? I'm sorry if I'm confusing it with somebody else. Anyway, so I got this biography on Madeline Kahn from somebody that I just interviewed on Sewers of Paris, and I was reading about, like, how Madeline basically knew that her show was canceled and not going to last much longer, but they were still shooting it for some reason. And so she's like, okay, fine. If the show's canceled, if it's not going anywhere, then I insist you hire, like, these weird New York theater experimental queer acting people. And oh, it was Courtney. That's right. I'm sorry. It was Courtney. So Madeline basically insisted that they hire Charles Ludlam for this role. And she was, like, super proud of it. Oh, the flower crown and that vest is great, Bradley. This is, and look at your eyebrows. Very nice. We've been over this twice. I know, I'm sorry, I don't know why. Here's the reason. Mackenzie and Courtney both end with E noises, and for some reason, my brain has just decided that you're the same person. Anyway, let's do a hello. And then continue on our way. I never know what to do around other people when they're in my town. Yay! Oh, and now we just stop and stand and stare longingly past each other into the distance. Oh, LGR's Lazy Game Reviews. He does videos about old PC stuff. Okay, that sounds fun. I have a lot of fond memories of old PC stuff. I didn't realize I was slipping out of the frame here. Ah, yeah, Nathan Wubb says, one day Nintendo will have good online, but not today. My old PC stuff that I liked. It was, oh, Adam Baker, it's me! Amanda's coming from St. Tropez. Teary-eyed something or other. Sure. When it comes to PC games, of course, all the Sierra games were very important to me. And then, what's the one? I can't believe I forgot the name of it. Not Dragon Quest, or Dragon's Lair. The other one that I made, Space Ace, has a hunky muscle man in it. And so I, of course, enjoyed that. What, like, era of old PC stuff, Ingy Bingy? Mackenzie says, I'll change my name to Matches for Mikey. That's the problem, is, like, we all have so many names. I try to keep it consistent by just, like, using my name everywhere. Beautiful. Oh, Amanda, I like the little hoodie pocket. That's great. This is so good. Seal says, many fond memories of hours sunk into Dungeon Keeper 2. Pronounced Saint-Tropez. Oh, I see. And down we go. In the morning, Snow says, local so painful, always right next to each other and still lose connection. This game has such great ideas. Ooh, what have you? Oh, you brought me a star piece. Oh, that's so lovely. Yay! I have nothing of similar value to offer. I mean, I could give you some trash bags. That would be completely obnoxious. Oh, that's really sweet. Thank you. King's Quest says Eric Hand. Yes. Hi, it's Kim from Gutura. Am I saying that anywhere remotely close to how it's pronounced? Cool to know you're a Sierra fan. Me too. Did you like Gabriel Knight? Yes. So I did some Let's Plays of the Gabriel Knight games. Look at this nice little contrail. I never even noticed the game had one of those in the sky. Wish I could sit in this little spa. Yeah, so I did a Let's Play. Oh, are we sharing eggs? That's so nice. Oh, this is so lovely. Cypress bathtub, teacup ride. Let's see. Help. So the short answer is yes. Help yourself to fruit. To fruit. Yeah, so I did a Let's Play of, oh, that's Star! That's such a good little emoji. Or, reaction? Thank you for the lovely eggs and presents and things. Oh, a Nook Miles ticket. Are you just, like, giving away a Nook Miles ticket? This is so nice, the sharing that's happening. I can't accept all these presents. This is so nice. Thank you all for coming. Oh, thank you. Phew. So I did a what do I have anything that like what can I provide? I mean, I could provide these bamboo shoots. Would you like some bamboo shoots? Those are kind of hard to come by, sort of. They're not. It's not quite as rare as a star fragment. But please have some bamboo shoots. And of course, bugs and flowers and fruits and stuff. Isaac says, Google has nickname options. I tried to get it to show me as Isaac Snow. Geckles. Oh, interesting. Maybe, do I have to set your nickname manually myself? Like if I go to you and do like, add moderator, I can only report, remove, put user in timeout. Yeah, I can only penalize you. I can't seem to give you a nickname myself. Can I have an emotion while I'm lying down? I cannot. Oh gosh, you have so many reactions. Yeah, so anyway, I did Let's Plays of all the Gabriel Knight games. Not all of them. I did 1 and 2. So 1 is a very fun, beautiful art, great voice acting. It's got Dr. Frankenfurter. It's got, what's his name? That guy. What's his name? The guy who played Dr. Frankenfurter and who's in Muppet Treasure Island. Boot. Did somebody just leave a boot outside my house? Or no way. I guess that's something that James put down and I missed. Sure. Do I have like duplicates of stuff that I could put out and give away? So he does some voice acting in that one. I want to say Michael Doran does a voice in that one, I think. Great atmospheric, it's like set in New Orleans, and there's like a lot of voodoo stuff and snakes, and it's real fun to watch. Let's see, I guess I could make some, here's one of these, and I could put some more these guys out and buy from Mabel. Hi, says Bradley. I've got some recipes that I'm not using. Pockets are full already. Tim Curry, thank you. Tim Curry. Okay, so it sounds like, Isaac Snow, you can give yourself a nickname that only you can see? That is bizarre. So I'm just going to drop some stuff here. You know what? Actually, I'm going to put it near the arrivals. So if you want it when you come to town, you can take it. Drop item. I mean, I guess, sure. Nope, no room. Okie dokie. Drop some things there that are just up for grabs. And what else? Oh, yeah, I was going to check, see if I have duplicates of stuff. Dig me a chrysanthemum. Okay. So how does this work? Can I... First of all, I don't know which ones are chrysanthemums. Are these chrysanthemums? I think so. And then can I just drop it and give it to you? I don't exactly know how this works. Nope, I can plant it. Can I drop it? Oh no, okay, there you go. So I've got the plants up here if you want to like pick some plants, but I don't know how the... Put one of your patterns on something to give. Oh wait, how do you do that? Can I give away like... I know I can put one of my designs on... Let's do a peach bear, a pear bear. Display... Oh, okay, so I can't display... Can I display on ground? I can display on ground, but I can't put out a mannequin with them. So I don't know how to put my patterns on a piece of clothing when company is over. And then, of course, there's the Gabriel Knight 2, which is a full-motion video game, which is weird, is the short version of my description of that. It's got a real actor, one of whom played so the guy who played Gabriel Knight in that game played a barista on Frasier for a few episodes. So he plays Gabriel Knight, and boy, oh boy, it's just like the uncanny. I don't think I can plant them, says Jean-Luc. Yeah, I don't think so either. I'm just calling you Jean-Luc. So I can plant them, but I can't. I think I can't give them away? I think people can buy seeds from your shop for your native flowers and 2 others. Okay. Yeah, I think you have to buy them from the kids. Like, I don't think I can give them to you. I think is how it works. I think. Correct me if I'm wrong. So it was a full motion video game and just does not quite get the tone right. It's just so like stilted and weird. Like just to give you an example of the kind of weirdness that the game has, is 11th Hour part of Gabriel Knight? Wait, I'm not sure. Which one was 11th Hour? So to make the movement line up in Phantasmagoria, all the actors have to return to a neutral standing pose at the end of every action they do. So they'll do something and then just return to a completely neutral pose. And it's incredibly weird and off-putting. And Gabriel Knight does this strange thing where you're deciding, you're like trying to figure out what to do. The characters just like stand there. And so if you've got multiple characters trying to decide what to do, they just like are silently sitting and fidgeting and looking at each other, not doing anything. And if it was a pixel-based video game, you're willing to accept that kind of weird behavior on the part of characters. But because it's actual human beings that are just video captured, suddenly you're like, these people are behaving like lunatics. Only best friends can dig up flowers, says Zinni Glitz. Only best friends can use tools on another person's island. Okay. Still learning a lot about like just how the game functions. 11th hour is equal to 7th guest, or was it 13th hour? Oh, no, I think you're right. 11th hour. I think that was a different company. Maybe not. I didn't think Sierra made that one. It's so lovely to see people just like running around and exploring the island and doing stuff. What's the hot item? A swing bench. I've got one of those somewhere on the island. Mackenzie says, oh, thank you for the tip. Found an interview about the making of Rejoined with the actress played Khan. She talks a bit about Avery Brooks' process. Really? Oh, please send that to me. I would love to see that. Yeah, that sounds really good. Seal says, nice, whereabouts? Are you asking about the swing? I think I've got that on like the central island, which you need a pole vault to get to right now. The bridge will be coming soon, but if you use the vaulting pole, there we go, to get to the central island, there's the swinging bench. La la la. Money tree, of course. Do you know? I know there's an interview with Avery I can't find at the moment. Do you want a Twitter DM? Yes, that is a good way to send stuff to me. I usually see those. I do sometimes miss, like, there's so many different messaging apps. So if people send me messages in other places, I tend to miss them sometimes, like on Twitch. If you send me a whisper there, sometimes I miss it. Ellen says, I might be starting work next week. I live in Roslyn, Washington. I work at a wine cellar. Oh, that's great. Congrats. What is wine cellar work like right now? I imagine everybody has to keep their distance, of course, but I don't know, like, what that even looks like if you work in a place like a wine cellar. Let's scare that fish. Donk says, I'm on a mission to collect as much pink furniture and clothing as possible. Fantastic. I approve of that wholeheartedly. I like the pink. Isaac says, he usually sees them unless he's high or it's a video of, yeah, and it's a video of hot dancing men. Yes. I mean, I'll see them, but I don't always, my mind doesn't always retain them. I don't have the best memory for, well, anything. Okay, so I'm going to put these in storage so it's easy to see if I have duplicates of stuff. I'm pretty sure that I will. Let's see. I got a lot of fishing poles, but let's look at furniture. Okay, so got multiple hay beds, multiple campfires. I was expecting more duplicates. I'm actually kind of surprised. Well, multiple radios. Multiple pine board floorings, multiple jungle floors, multiple dig sites, multiple eye patches, multiple cute sneakers. So I'm just going to put these duplicates by the entrance to town. So if you want them, you can grab them. Shambui says, I loved Gabriel Knight 2 better than Gabriel Knight 1. I was 13 years old, absolutely shocked that I could be in a movie like that. That it could be a movie like that. Silly acting didn't bother me. Gabriel Knight 3 is my favorite. It is very silly acting. Our favorite, when we live streamed my playthrough of Gabriel Knight 2. Oh, pardon me. Certainly our favorite part was when he walked by the cuckoo clock shop. Every time he stopped to look in the window and say, cuckoo clocks. Like just it's like a mad person. Cuckoo clocks. Cuckoo clocks. My other favorite part. Oh, and thank you for putting the code in the chat, Eric. I appreciate that. Oh, the Nook's Cranny. Yes, is selling a pink amp. Yay, you got a pink thing. Oh no, connection issues. Oh no. This is the thing. It always happens. It's going to reset like everything. I don't think I've had one stream where I opened the island up to visitors where we didn't have a connection issue, where everybody just got booted. Now someone's on their way. Oh, and here we are. Huh. What? Okay, we're all just like spilling out of the Dodo Airlines hut. Oh, here we all are. What happened? I guess. Oh, okay. Here we are, everybody's. I've never seen this before. What? I have no idea what just happened. It just like had to think about everything for a while and then sent us back into the airport. And now we've got someone new coming. Okay, Ninten is coming from Ninile. Charles Ritt says, have you heard of the 1954 Western Johnny Guitar with Joan Crawford and Mercedes McCambride? McCambride? One of the kinkiest films ever made with a total lesbian subtext. I know of it, but I've never seen it. I definitely know that image of Joan Crawford wearing, like, the Western outfit and looking very butch. G. Shambui says, I love the actor, still do, but I agree it's cheesy. Oh yeah, the Gabriel Knight actor? Yeah. Ashley says, eating some crackers with strawberry preserves on them, and like, they're good, but they definitely could use some... Ooh, yeah, that does sound good. I recommend that. Oh no, you lost all the fish. Oh, Dean, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry to hear that. Oh, Eric says, is Matt cut off on the webcam just for me? I'm sorry. I keep like slowly, like the chair keeps like slowly drifting to the wrong side. Gosh, here we all are. Hi, everyone. What just happened? And I'm seeing like some of these players not moving, which makes me wonder if they're actually connected. Nope. Okay, there they go. Okay, everyone's moving. I was worried that, oh my God, look at this. All the stuff that people shared. Yep. Oh my goodness. Okay, so here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna run home. I'm gonna find my duplicate things, put them out. Dean says, I pinched a tie-dye shirt from you, so that's gone forever now. There's so many lovely things about this game. So many lovely things about this game, but the weird failures to maintain connections and how long it takes to come to a town it's just a bummer. I've never seen that behavior before, though, where it just, like, thinks for a long time. Is it doing the exact same thing again? Is it going to kick us all back over to the airport? Nope. Okay, we got somebody coming. Gil is coming from Iril. Yeah, Alan, oops, lost everything. I know. Evan says, do you have bear costumes in your shop? I don't know. I got a bear onesie as a gift, so I don't think it's orderable in my shop because I got it as a gift rather than... Oh, pardon me. Oh. Being something that I ordered myself, if that's how that works. Yeah, we had a there's a period where we were playing a lot of full motion video games, and that was super fun because they're all so weird, like just incredibly bizarre. What did we play? We played Phantasmagoria. Oh, Gil! Wow, I love this look. I love the matching mustache. What was I going to say? So we played Phantasmagoria, which, very weird full motion video, troubling. We did Gabriel Knight. We did a Sherlock Holmes game that, for some reason, we called Sherlock Jeeves, and I can't remember why. I think it was because the guy who played Sherlock just looked like a butler. I can't remember what it was about him that made him look like a butler, but he did, so we just decided to call him Sherlock Jeeves from now on. Okay, so putting all this stuff in storage, and now I'm going to see what my duplicates are. So I'm going to move to pockets, move to pockets, move to pockets. Do 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 do. Okay, I think that's... Oh, no, I had some duplicates in here as well. Move to pockets, and cute sneakers move to pockets. Oh, Evan, so the bear costume was a gift, and I actually do wear it a lot, and so there's no way for me to get it. I don't think there's a way for me to get it back, so I do want to hang on to it. Gilbert brings seeds to share. And yeah, Shambui says, few things work well in Nintendo Online. I wish that wasn't true, but it is. Mackenzie says, Arson is live. Oh, well, maybe we should toss everyone, you know, not immediately. Oh my god, look at all these seeds. What's going on? Holy cow. So I'm going to give everybody time to, like, do some fishing, go shopping. I'm not going to boot everyone out right away, but with Arson now live, we might head over to her in just a little bit and say hello to Arson. Oh, wait. Drop item. There we go. Okay, so I can drop things, I just can't wear them. Gotcha. Bradley says, thanks, you're, of course, everyone is welcome. Yeah, so Arseniki, of course, our fabulous drow warlock Drider from Queens of Adventure, which is our podcast and live comedy show featuring drag queens playing Dungeons and Dragons, going on adventures, solving problems, more often causing them. So she has begun streaming on Twitch recently, and she's been doing an amazing job. She's doing a lot of great games. In full drag, I might add, or at least drag from the waist up. So we're going to be heading over to her stream, I think, just a little bit to keep her company and see what she's playing. Oh, look at people planting flowers. I guess you can plant flowers here? I'm not sure I just don't know what the rules are about that. Okay, so I've dropped a few things. There they are. Come one, come all. Enjoy some items. Take what you like. Look at all these seeds. Oh my goodness, it's like a nursery over here. What have we got? Windflowers and hyacinths and hyacinths and hyacinths. Yellow roses. Yellow roses. I don't think I had roses before. Bunny Day festive balloons. Oh, magical. While all this is going on, I'm going to go get some fossils evaluated. Everybody go look at stuff. Yeah, you can get an egg from a rock and then eat it. It is a little strange. Triple 180 says, hi, I'm new to the stream. Hello, Triple 180. Welcome. We're going to be just kind of bumping and bouncing around on the island for a little while. And oh, St. Louis says, I'm aflutter with excitement, cannot accept donations. What a weird thing not to be able to do. Can you assess? Okay, you can assess. Thanks for the fruit pie. Thank you for coming. Uh-oh. If you leave, is it going to screw up Blathers? Okay, yes, yeah, okay, we found good fossils. Can donate, worthy development. Yes, return these to me. Yes, I'm trying to click through as fast as I can so it doesn't get screwed up with somebody leaving. Goodbye! Whew. Yeah, so we're bumping around the island for just a little while longer. Letting people come and get some fruit and some items and check out the shop and the seeds. And then we're going to wrap it on up in just a little bit and send everyone over to Arseniki. So Arson's on Twitch, not on YouTube. So I'll just post the link in the chat so you can go spend some time with her. In fact, let's do that now while we're watching somebody depart. Not sure how long that's going to take, but twitch.tv/ArsonNicky. Go follow. Let's see if that will let me post. Okay. Eric says, are the playthroughs posted anywhere? I think Probably most are not available anymore because it was a long time ago and Twitch doesn't say very much. If you go to twitch.tv/prettyprettypixel, which is the account that I share with my partner, then you'll be able to see, I think, clips that people have shared and recent streams that we've done. But I don't think the Gabriel Knight ones are still going to be around anymore. That was quite a long time ago. I don't think those were retained anywhere. Oops. What am I looking for? Nook Miles. Get Miles. Okay. I'm going to drop the dye shirt in front of the town square, says Alan. Is it this one? Is this tie-dye t-shirt? So wait, what is the tie-dye t-shirt? Oh, look at that. That's beautiful. So now, this is great. I love this little routine that we've got going on here. People wandering around, going into stores, checking their mail, picking things up, leaving clothes lying around. Great, wonderful, delightful. I'm so scared that it's going to get screwed up by some connection issue and everyone's going to be like, reset. Donk says, do you have any pears? Yes, should have pears around here someplace. And if not, I'm sure I've got some in storage that I could just grab. Yeah, and Dean says, thanks for opening the island, even if I didn't get to keep the stuff. It's so frustrating. Let's see. Pears. Where are you? Pears. Vilsum Wolf says, hi. Hello, Vilsum Wolf. Oh, and you found some. Okay, good. I'll also put some by the door, so if people want them, they can have them. Obviously, this island could be set up to be a little more organized so you can actually find what you're looking for. But we only just cleaned up the weird tag sale situation that was a result of James donating all of his stuff. Someone's on their way here. Okay. Nice opportunity to stretch and relax and not play the game for a little while. In the morning, Snow says, my sister-in-law uses us as slave labor in their town. We spend an hour cutting down all our trees. Oh, all our trees. Yikes. Dean is coming back to nab things. That's fine. That's fine. Come back, nab things. Let's say this. Let's say at 1:15, we will jump over to arson. So you got 10 minutes to grab your stuff. And yes? Oh! I can't believe I didn't even think of that. Of course, I could just keep the island open after wrapping up the stream and sending y'all over to check out arson. Good gravy. Yeah, Son of a Pizza Man is here. Hello, glad to see you. So here's what we're gonna do. I'll just leave the island open for y'all to run around and grab stuff. Once again, the code to join is C3F2D. I believe, let me make sure that's correct. I'm gonna post that one more time. C3F2D. This is troubling. Dean is on his way, but none of the lights are lighting up. What does it mean? I don't know, Nintendo. You tell me. C3F2D2 join. Yep. Did it just bump everyone out? Got disconnected again. Yep. Of course. And I bet that closed the gate too. How weird. It saved some of the stuff. I planted a giant peach orchard, spent an hour and it won't grow. Oh no, I'm sorry to hear that, Alan. You might have put the trees too close to each other. Yeah, it closed the gates. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to open the gates one more time. I'm going to get the code. Y'all can come visit. And while that's happening, and then when that's done... Whoops, no, I don't want to fly. I want to invite people. No, 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 I'm good. While that's happening, we're going to go spend some time with Arson. I did put Arson's link in the chat. I can do it again. So if y'all want to go check out Arson, there she is. I'm just going to put her link down there. So there she is. She's at twitch.tv/arsonnikki, and you can join her over there for some good times and great tastes. She is streaming. Let's see what she is streaming. Well, she's running from zombies, it says, so it's going to be a spoop. It's going to be a little bit of a... It's going to be a different tone from this game, I think. Okay, so we're going to open the gate. Arsonikki's playing Resident Evil 3. And so we're going to go keep her company for a while. And the code is LHRF8. 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 Okay, so I'm going to leave this open so people can come and hang out. But I'm going to wrap up the stream, and we're going to go spend some time with Arson. Thank you to everyone for joining. We're going to be doing another stream next Saturday, so come join us for that. And I look forward to seeing you then and there. So yay. Thanks once again. Wonderful to see you all. Thanks to everybody who came and joined. It was such a pleasure. LHRF8. I'm going to just put that in the chat as well. LHRF8. LHRF8. Phew. Okay, so thanks to everybody for joining, and London Heathrow Fate, yes. Thanks to everyone for joining. I will see you again next weekend. A real pleasure to spend this time with you. Oh, and we've got somebody on their way already. Yay. All right, everybody. Have a lovely weekend, and goodbye, goodbye, goodbye.